Infinite peace, brothers and sisters. Now, I literally just woke up, literally, like a couple minutes ago, and the whole night I was just within this deep lucid dream state. So I'm just gonna jump right into it. The first dream in sequence that I remember having, I was in my room, and this woman basically said, "Are you lucid dreaming?" And I don't remember what the girl's face looked like or anything. I just know that the dream switches and I'm walking through this area. I guess I'm trying to get home, and I fell in this huge mud pit because there was people looking and watching and waiting, and I started looking and watching and waiting with them, and that's when I fell in the mud pit. And everybody's trying to kind of reach in and help me out, to help me get out, but for some reason no one could touch me, no one could get me out, so I had to get myself out of this mud pit. And I get out, and the dream switches. And I'm in school. I'm in school leading this blind man, and everyone around me is just kind of walking past and not really paying him any attention. And I'm leading the blind man down the hallway, and eventually it comes to a point where I get to the stairwell, and then the blind man kind of goes about his way or disappears or whatever. And I get to the stairwell, and someone tells me there's a ghost in the stairwell. They say it just like that. And when they said that, I was kind of not worried about it. So I'm I just won't go in the stairwell. So I go to the next area, and I'm in a lunchroom, and for some reason I'm in a lunchroom, but I'm not eating anything, I'm sleeping. And this girl, she was kind of like a bully. I'm sleeping, but I'm still hearing. Maybe I was playing asleep, but I'm still hearing everything that everybody's saying in the lunchroom. And this girl was like, "This is my boyfriend, blah blah blah." She's talking about me, and I'm kind of just laying there okay, you know what I mean? I'm not really saying anything, and she's just bullying everybody in the lunchroom. And then eventually I wake up or get up, and I'm like, I'm not your boyfriend. You know what I'm saying? And she gets mad, and then she starts harassing people even more. So I get this petition paper, basically trying to get everybody who she harassed written down on this paper. And certain people were just looking at me like I don't care, you know what I'm saying? Even the people that were harassed by it, some of them were just I don't care. But then basically I'm walking around school, I get a couple signatures, and then this girl named Anna, she was getting harassed, and I tried to tell her brother Jonathan that she was getting harassed, and he was kind of in a rush to get somewhere, so he kind of listened, but not very much. And then the dream switches, and I'm still in school, but the school is kind of empty, right? And the few people that are there, I'm very different from. And for some reason I started kind of heading to the front door of the school, and I grab a vacuum, and as I grab the vacuum cleaner, I try to head back into school, but the school has metal detectors, and it starts beeping, and then they come, some of the faculty comes and is dude, why are you trying to bring a vacuum cleaner here? Dude, why are you trying to bring a vacuum cleaner into school? And again, the dream switches, and I'm in the basketball arena, or I'm in the gym of the school, and people are looking at me, and they're looking at me like I'm just super different, you know. And I started trying to play basketball, but then all of a sudden, like for some reason, I couldn't play basketball. Nobody could play basketball anymore. Like the basketball had disappeared, and like we just had this, like we all just had the same motion where we just like walked away from the basketball court. Like we couldn't play basketball. Like, the ball disappeared and everything. Like, it was weird, man. And then uh, I see this girl named India in the crowd, and like I walk past her, uh, and I know India's name means river. But like we never like really come too close. Like we were close to each other, but we never really came into contact, right? And then boom, the dream switches, and I'm in this room, and I'm working on a game, and there's like two others around me. I'm like designing a game. Uh, Boom, the dream switches again, and this time I'm in a gas station, and I'm waiting in line. The line's so long that it's outside of the gas station, and then I finally get inside the gas station, and I finally get to the counter. And what I wanted, I guess, were some wheels. So I get these wheels, and they're worth $12. And I get to the register, and the lady is just taking forever, dude. So eventually she comes back to the counter. Like I didn't even have enough money for the wheels. She comes back to the counter and she's like, "Dude, just take them." Right? And I guess I had $10, but they were worth $12. And they were like skate wheels, wheels for inline skates or skateboards or something like that. And so she gave them to me for $10, but they were worth $12. And then like I leave the store and I see this man named Paul, and for some reason I turn around and like there's a couple people in front of me, and I guess we were kind of together. I was following them, and we walked back in the store, and they kind of like robbed me, but like it was like they were playing. Like they grabbed my wallet, and I'm like, I look at them, and then they were like, "Oh, like we were joking," and they give me my wallet back. Like in my head, I'm thinking like, yeah, you better been playing. But I don't know. And then the dream kind of like it stops there. So like that dream sequence was just so long, and it was so crazy because like as soon as I woke up, I started just looking up everything, every sign, everything that I saw in the dream. Basically, I really just feel like I'm about to go through a huge life change. And if I stay where I'm at and I keep following these other people, obviously it has something to do with school, then I won't actually progress. Because you're at a gas station to get movement. Wheels, the skate wheels are representative of movement. And if I just stay around this area, stay around the same place, the only thing that's going to happen is I'm going to end up losing money, more money. I already got a deal, you know, on the wheels. She gave them to me cheap for $10, which 10 represents new beginning, 10, new beginning. So if I stay in this area, if I stay in this school, I literally think this means school, college, that the only thing that's gonna happen is that I'm gonna end up losing more money. So I went back to sleep and I had another dream. And this dream, basically, I'm leaving school, right? And I leave school and I'm naked. I'm naked and I'm running down the street. And like, people are looking at me, but they're like not looking at me as crazy as they should, because I'm just this little black dude running down the street naked, penis hanging everywhere and everything. So I'm running down the street, and eventually I get to this point where there's like this lot, this empty parking lot, and like I'm looking over the edge, and I see like this huge ocean. I'm like, dude, I'm not ready for that. So I run the other direction, and I'm running through the street, and I'm just running. I'm just running. I don't even know what. I'm just looking for something, just trying to find my direction. And then I find this motorcycle, which is a one man vehicle, of course. So I stop following other people and I follow myself. And I get on this motorcycle and I'm just gone. You know what I mean? There's other bikers, but like they're they're kind of going this way. So like I kind of swerve into the lane, but then I swerve off into my own lane, and eventually I start going so fast. I wasn't even trying to, but I was going so fast that I like flew off the edge of the highway and I landed into a river. And the bikers are up on the road and they're like, dude, what happened? And I'm like, could somebody throw me a grappling hook? And they start laughing. But I'm still in the river. I'm just chilling. Like I was okay. Like, cause when I hit the water, it was just like I was just in the water. And then I go a little bit downstream in the water, and I start I see these people up at the top of the river, cause like it was like one of those canals like go through cities, and there was like cement up at this side, and this side was the road. So on the right side it was the road, then there was the water, and then it was the cement wall. So I climb up the cement wall because I see these two people, and the dude, the brother, he reaches his hand down, he tries to help me, but his hand was so slick that he couldn't help me. There's the parallel from the last dream. He couldn't help me. I had to help myself. So I basically have to pull myself up. And when I get up there, his sister's like, dude, my brother left my ring at home. She had a chin ring. And she's like, my brother left my ring at home. And I said something like, maybe you're strong enough without it, or something like that. I don't know. But interpreting that dream right there, it lets me know that school is not it's not really gonna help me, man. Cause I even realized myself, like I just created my first game the other day, and the school didn't help me at all. Like I go to Full Sail University, and this is this prestigious school, and literally I feel like I'm going to school just so I can have a piece of paper that tells me that I know how to create games, but like they didn't guide me or give me any type of teaching on how to make this game. Like the only thing I had one class on how to work the program, and then this class tells me to just make a game. That was it. You know what I mean? They gave me a few video tutorials, but I could have found those on YouTube, which I actually used YouTube more than I did the school's video tutorials. So just incorporating my life to the dreams, I really feel as though my spirit is just telling me, like, dude, you gotta find your own path. You gotta do this yourself. It's time for a change. It's time to get out of this area that you're in, the state, whatever. It's time for a change. And yesterday, my cousin called me. He lives in Texas, and he was just telling me, like, he wants to do the same things that I want to do. He's a musician, and I'm a game designer, of course. We're different, but we're the same in the sense that we want to build and we want to have family around us that have the same mindset. So I'm thinking the reason these dreams came to me at this time is because obviously he kind of invited me down there to go to Texas with him. I'm not 100% sure if I'm gonna go yet. I still gotta like, talk to myself, talk to my spirit, really figure out what's best for me. But I really feel like my spirit is telling me that school is not gonna help me. You know, I gotta do this myself. I'm probably gonna have to create this game, my first game, and be an indie developer. And I'm just gonna have to go by faith. I really feel like that's what my spirit's telling me. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet though. But I just really felt like I needed to let you guys know. Uh, anyway, Asher Brian, peace and love and all that stuff.